So students, we are learning our chapter number 11, that is transportation in animals and plants. So up to this we have learned about the transportation in animals, and here in this lecture we will learn about the transportation in plants. So transportation of necessary things in plants also is very important process as like the transportation in animals. Yes, we have already learned in animals for transportation blood vessels play important role, which are the veins, arteries and capillaries. These types of blood vessels work for the transportation, for the circulatory system in another animals and in human beings also. So in plants also the transportation process happen through the vessels. These are known as xylem and phloem. Here two types of vessels are present inside the plant for the transportation process. These are xylem and phloem. And through that vessel, transportation of water and mineral and transportation of food happen inside the plants from one part of plant towards the another part of plant. Yes, here I will show you. This is plant. So you can see these are the plants here. Yes, in that plant flower is also here. Leaves are present. Here root, and you can see here root hairs are present. These are very thin root hairs. Here roots. These are the roots. Yes, and on that root very thin root hairs are present. All this part is inside the soil, and at the upper side of that root, at the upper side of plant, stem is present, and to that stem many branches are present in many plants, and leaves are present as well. Then flowers also present and fruits also present. So in plant flower as well, fruits are also present. So for all that parts food is very necessary. Yes, water is also very necessary, and minerals for the preparation of food, for the growth of that plant are also very necessary. So these things get transported from the soil. From the soil, water and mineral get transported from soil towards the leaves. Yes, because we know that inside the leaves the preparation of food takes place. Yes, by the process of photosynthesis. For that photosynthesis, water, carbon dioxide and sunlight is used, and in that process food is formed inside the leaves. Yes, food is prepared, and through the process of respiration that food is get converted into energy. This food is get stored in the form of glucose, and that glucose is provided, that food means the glucose is provided towards the another body part, towards the cells of the another body part, and inside the cell, as like another animals, inside the cell there is also the process of respiration takes place, and through the process of respiration there is a formation of energy. Yes, and this energy is used, this ATP is used, energy is stored in the form of ATP inside the cell. We know that very well, and this energy is formed inside the plant. So the food also should be transported from one part to another part, and again the water and mineral also should get transported from soil to leaves for the preparation of food. Yes, so both things are very necessary to transport from one part to another part. So that here xylem and phloem work for this process. So through that xylem water and mineral get transported from soil to leaves for the photosynthesis process. Yes, for preparation of food. The water is very necessary for all purpose. So, water is present inside the soil and minerals are also present inside the soil. So that water and minerals get absorbed by the cells of the hair root, by the cells these are which are present on the hair root. And what the hair root work? अभी यहाँ पर सॉइल में वाटर और मिनरल प्रेजेंट है और वो एब्सॉर्ब करने के लिए ये एक ही रूट यदि होगा और थोड़े से रूट हो गए तो एरिया कम मिलेगा. तो ये हेयर रूट बहुत ज्यादा स्प्रेड होते हैं इनसाइड द सॉइल, बहुत स्प्रेड रहते हैं. दैट्स व्हाई द एरिया फॉर एब्सॉर्प्शन ऑफ वाटर एंड मिनरल्स इज आल्सो मोर. द प्लांट्स गेट मोर एरिया फॉर द एब्सॉर्प्शन ऑफ वाटर एंड मिनरल फ्रॉम द सॉइल. मतलब ये हेयर रूट की वजह से जो फैली हुई रहती है उसकी वजह से ज्यादा एरिया मिलता है. किसके लिए? For the absorption of water and mineral from the soil. Yes. So due to this hair root, the plant get more area, and from that hair root, from the cells of hair root, water and mineral get absorbed. Suppose I have drawn here xylem, one xylem, that is vascular tissue. I have drawn here one. Imagine here like that. It is actually not like that, but only for our understanding I have drawn here. So here the chain of cell I have drawn here, that is tissue. Group of cell means tissue. So from the cell of hair root, the water and mineral get absorbed from soil. Again these are get transported from one cell to another, from one cell to another, from downside to upper soil, upper cell, from downside cell to upper side cell. Yes, मतलब नीचे की सेल से अपर साइड सेल तक ये क्या होते हैं? ट्रांसपोर्टेड होते हैं. क्या? वाटर एंड मिनरल. ये एक सेल से दूसरे सेल में, दूसरे सेल से तीसरे सेल में, ऐसे करते करते यहाँ तक ये ट्रांसपोर्ट हो जाता है. क्या? वाटर एंड मिनरल थ्रू द xylem here. Yes, and that water and mineral reach inside the leaves, and that water and mineral is used in daytime for the preparation of food. Yes, and in daytime, due to photosynthesis process, through the photosynthesis process food is prepared. Yes, and that food is stored in the form of glucose, and this glucose should get transported for the फॉर्मेशन ऑफ एनर्जी. एनर्जी तो चाहिए. ये एनर्जी कहां से मिलेगी? फूड से, बिकॉज वी नो दैट फूड इज द सोर्स ऑफ एनर्जी एवरीवेयर इन एवरी लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म. सो दैट ये फूड एक जगह से हर एक सेल में जाना चाहिए, ग्लूकोज. सो दैट फ्लोएम वर्क फॉर द ट्रांसपोर्टेशन ऑफ फूड फ्रॉम लीव्स टू अनदर बॉडी पार्ट, फ्रॉम लीव्स टू अनदर body part. Understand? For photosynthesis water is required. Again for the growth and for the preparation of many things, water is also very important, as well minerals are also necessary in plants. That water and minerals get absorbed from the soil through the cells which are present on the roots. Yes, which are present inside the roots and root hair. Through that cell, water and mineral get absorbed, and this water get transported towards the stomach, towards the leaves, and inside the leaves that water is used for the photosynthesis, and due to photosynthesis food is prepared during the daytime. Through the process of photosynthesis food is prepared, and that food get transported again for the formation of energy towards another body part, towards the cells of another body part. And for that transportation of food, phloem work. That type of vessel work. These vessels are known as phloem. And one very important thing, always water and mineral get transported from lower side to upper side, from soil to upper side. Yes, so that this is the one way process. This is the one way process. Is work in one direction only. It work in one direction only, from lower side to upper side. And the food should transport from leaves to all body parts, from leaves to all body parts, because hair root also need energy, another parts also need energy. Yes, flowers need energy, fruit need energy, the branches need energy, so that the food get transported towards upper side as well towards lower side also. Many times in both side it get transported, in another side also it get transported, so that process is two-way process. That process is two-way process. Means the transportation of food through the phloem is two-way process. Yes, that is very important. That is one way and that is two-way process. So, in this manner, transportation of water and mineral happen through the xylem inside the plant, and transportation of food is happen through the phloem inside the plant. So that this whole process is the transportation of plants inside the plant, transportation of substances inside the plant. So draw this diagram in your notebook as usual and write down all that points which are mentioned. That points also you have to write down, means running notes you have to take out as well. You have to read all that topic from your textbook. Very nicely it is given in your textbook. So that read this from here. It is the diagram of root. Root hair is present here. So xylem work and phloem work for the transportation, and how it work. For that one activity is given, that is activity of transportation of water through the cells. This is activity number 11.3, and for that activity potato is used. So you have to take one potato for that. You have to take one potato in this manner. Suppose this is potato here. This is potato. So cut down this potato and make it flat. From upper side also you make it flat. Then make a pit, deep pit inside make cavity inside that potato. Suppose this is potato. For the base you have to cut down at downside, and also from upper side also you have to cut down for the flat surface. Then make a cavity, make a hole, and then make a cavity inside the potato. And then in that potato you have to fill sugar solution up to this level. Suppose this is sugar solution. Yes, and for knowing the level, insert a pin up to this level. Insert a pin. This is pin. This is pin. This is sugar solution. This is sugar solution. And now keep this potato inside one container. Inside one container. Yes, suppose this is one container. It is full of water. It is full of water. Yes, suppose this is water. This is present in that container. Yes, and watch this process up to leave that potato with sugar solution inside that water level in the container. Keep it aside for 1 hour, minimum for 1 hour. Then after 1 hour, I will erase all that thing. Yes, okay, I will erase. I hope you noted down that. We will focus on that activity now. Now this is potato. It is sugar solution. Now this potato is kept inside the water, and that water I have taken here inside one container, and keep this potato, leave it for 1 hour inside the water level, and we have marked the sugar solution level at first by inserting one pin here. This is one pin I have inserted. Then after 1 hour, what will happen? We will see here the same potato. We will see here the same potato. Yes, suppose this potato. Don't ignore if it is different. You will see. Only for your understanding, I am doing here. You can do this experiment very easily at your home. So this is our pin. Yes, this is our pin here. This is pin I have attached. After 1 hour, what will happen? That sugar solution, we will see the level of sugar solution will get increased. The level of sugar solution will get increased after 1 hour. After 1 hour here. Yes. Why? Because that potato, the cells of potato absorb that water which is present inside the container, and due to that absorption, here the level of sugar solution is increased. Level of sugar solution is increased, so that level we can see here, it is present at the upper side of our marking, upper side of that pin which we have inserted. मतलब यहाँ पर जो हमने पिन इंसर्ट की है लेवल पहले फिक्स करने के लिए, ये पिन के ऊपर वो सॉल्यूशन चला गया, अपने आप तो नहीं जाएगा, अपने आप तो नहीं जाएगा ना ये शुगर सॉल्यूशन की लेवल ऊपर. तो क्या हुआ यहाँ पर, ये वाटर जो नीचे कंटेनर में था ये पोटैटो के सेल ने पूरा एब्सॉर्ब कर लिया है और ये शुगर सॉल्यूशन की लेवल यहाँ पर इंक्रीज हुई है. यस, वी कैन अंडरस्टैंड फ्रॉम दिस एक्सपेरिमेंट the water and mineral get transported through the cells, So you can do that experiment very easily at your home. Okay. So for identification, we can add food color inside that sugar solution. Suppose red food color I have taken here, and that red solution level of that sugar solution, we will see after 1 hour that level is increased here. वो लेवल इंक्रीज हुई है, ये हम यहाँ पर देख सकते हैं. क्यों? क्योंकि ये वाटर जो है कंटेनर में वो यहाँ पर पूरा सेल्स ने, पोटैटो के सेल ने एब्सॉर्ब किया है. ये जो पोटैटो है उसके सेल ने पूरा यहाँ पर 1 घंटे में एब्सॉर्ब कर लिया है वाटर. सो दैट्स क्लियर फ्रॉम दिस एक्सपेरिमेंट. सेल्स ऑफ द प्लांट्स एब्सॉर्ब water and mineral through the cells. The transportation happen, that thing is clear here. So why it happen? Which process happen here? Osmosis process also happen here. Osmosis process also happen here. What is osmosis? During osmosis, what happen? The liquid get transferred from हायर कॉन्सेंट्रेशन टू लोअर कॉन्सेंट्रेशन. ज्यादा कॉन्सेंट्रेशन से लोअर कॉन्सेंट्रेशन में वो ट्रांसफर हो जाता है. ये प्रोसेस को ऑस्मोसिस बोलते हैं. तो यहाँ पर वाटर का लेवल ज्यादा था, पोटैटो में लेवल कम था, तो यहाँ पर कॉन्सेंट्रेशन कम है, यहाँ पर कॉन्सेंट्रेशन ज्यादा है. तो फ्रॉम हायर कॉन्सेंट्रेशन टू लोअर कॉन्सेंट्रेशन, फ्रॉम हायर कॉन्सेंट्रेशन टू लोअर कॉन्सेंट्रेशन, ये यहाँ पर ऑस्मोसिस प्रोसेस हैपन होगा, ऑस्मोसिस प्रोसेस होगा. समझ में आया? तो ऑस्मोसिस विल हैपन हियर इनसाइड थ्रू द सेल. यस, सो दिस इज अबाउट द ट्रांसपोर्टेशन इन प्लांट्स. सो नोट डाउन दिस एक्टिविटी ऑल्सो, राइट डाउन properly from your textbook and do this at your home. Definitely you can do that. Okay, thank you.
Transportation in plants. In this module, let us learn about transportation in plants. In the previous lessons, we have learnt that plants take water and mineral nutrients from the soil through the roots and transport it to the leaves. The leaves prepare food for the plant using water and carbon dioxide during photosynthesis. We have also learnt that food is the source of energy, and every cell of an organism gets energy by the breakdown of glucose, which is used to carry out different activities. Therefore, food must be made available to every cell of an organism. Now, let us know how water and nutrients absorbed by the root are transported to the leaves and how the food prepared by the leaves is carried to the various parts of the plant. Plants absorb water and minerals from the soil by the roots. The roots have root hair, which increase the surface area of the root and facilitates the absorption of water and mineral nutrients dissolved in water. Plants have pipe-like vessels to transport water and nutrients from the soil to the leaves of the plant. These vessels are made of special cells forming the vascular tissue. A tissue is a group of cells that perform specialized functions in an organism. This vascular tissue for the transport of water and nutrients in the plant is called as xylem. The xylem forms a continuous network of channels that connects roots to the leaves through the stem and branches and thus transports water to the entire plant. The food prepared in the leaves is transported to various parts of the plant by another vascular tissue called the phloem. Thus, xylem and phloem transport the substances in plants.